everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're back today. We are going to work some more on the small dollhouse. My brain just short-circuited. I was trying to think of a fancy way to say it is still the same day as when I built this. Literally seconds later. I changed my shirt in hopes that this one has nothing on it, so it won't try and focus on my shirt. I just kind of wanted to... I wasn't done building, so I wanted to continue going with that. So we're going to do some more building, maybe finish off at least this page today. Not necessarily in this video, but I'm going to try and finish that page before I'm done and I start editing. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm having a lot of fun. We're going to keep going. And we're going to go on to building the roaster. We're going to build this bitch. We're going to build this little thingy here. And then this big thingy down here. And then all of the stuff that goes on all of it. So without further ado, we're going to get into the video. I'm going to find all the pieces that I need, I think, and then have those set to the side. That way we can just go. So I'm going to go through, do that, and then we'll get started. All right, so I have gotten all of my pieces out. I have some things to cut out of templates. So I got some templates and I have to cut some of this out, and then I have another template and I have to cut some of this out according to this. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll get to building. All right, so I have all of the pieces that I'm going to need to do some building. So, first things first, I'm the realist. Just kidding. Here's all of my pieces. I suppose I can move them down closer this way. So where am I at in this frame? Okay. So, here's all my stuff. Here's all my pieces. First thing we're going to do is we are going to we got some silver stickers again. We're going to put these stickers onto these pieces. So, as I was searching for the pieces, I was watching a Christmas movie on Netflix called A New York Christmas Wedding. And it's really bad. Like, I love cheesy, corny Christmas movies. I love them. Just absolutely fucking love them. This one is bad. Like, it's real bad, you guys. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. Like, the acting is just god awful. Like cheesy, corny Christmas movies, the acting is usually bad, but the acting is horrible. The writing is horrible. Everything about it is just horrible. That being said, I've watched 43 minutes of it. But like, so the premise, I figure I can talk while I do this. The premise of it, you know what, I'm not going to get distracted. I'm not going to talk about it. So yeah, we're just sticking some stickies on. Cutting off the excess like I did in the last part with our sink. I don't know why this is getting a silver coating on it, but it is because it's like a cabinet. So I don't entirely understand, but you know, it's fine. It just seems weird. Like, I don't want mirrors in my cabinets. Although I guess like I have a china cupboard upstairs, or a couple of them that have mirrors in the back of them. So as I say that, I don't want mirrors in my cabinets. I have mirrors in my cabinets. right, and then the other thing I have to stick on is we have, sorry, there's like the pieces that I've cut off are stuck to my fingers. We have some of the clear film here, and that gets glued onto these bad boys. So I'm just going to do that and get that done with so that I can start drawing. Oh, hi, handsome. You guys can't see, but my puppy just came up to say hello to me. Hello, my baby boy. Oh, thank you for kiss. Okay. I love you too. All right, so I'm going to glue these on. I'm going to use a clear tacky because like the wood pieces, I want it to dry a little bit quicker. So a nice thin layer on. All right, and then pop it down onto the clear acetate. Assuming that's what it is, it's some sort of something like that. Push that on, set that aside, let that dry a couple minutes. Side looks better. All right. Put my glue cap on. Try to close that and move that out of my way so I don't like slice my finger or hand open. Flip and push. Set that aside, let it dry a couple seconds. I'm going to take the first one I did and I'm going to cut off the excess that overhangs. Oh. All right, got that one down. And we'll do the same to this one. Oops. All right, let that dry the rest of the way. Set off to the side. Okay. The other step that happens to these is we have to put some handles on. So I'm going to bend those down and get those glued on as well. And it's the same process as last time. Just that one. You know what? I don't like that one. I don't like that one bit. Can I straighten it back out? I just want to take a little bit smaller of a piece. I kind of bent a lot of it down. All right, first handle. Second handle. All right, and they are going to go in the middle of these. So get my glue, get my tweezers, and then there's one. And with the second one. Now there's excess glue on the front of it and glue strings. Once this is dry later, I'm going to go back through and try and peel that off. But for now, I'm not going to worry about it because if I mess with it too much, it won't stick. So there we go. This handle definitely looks nicer than this one, but that's okay. Okay, next step. We are going to build the cabinet. So does that go face up? Okay. So on here, I'm going to take one of these sides and I'm going to glue this gets glued to the inside of it. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue right along the end here because it's glued all the way down to the bottom, right? No, there's 2 centimeters from the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to put my ruler here. Or it's 2 millimeters. 2 millimeters up. I'm just gonna. So basically, there should be 2 millimeters from the bottom to where I place my piece. So I'm going to attempt to do that as good as I can. And I've kind of just put glue all the way along the bottom up to where I think about it will be. Just to ensure. Is this wrong? This is wrong. I put this the wrong way. Good thing I caught that before it was fully glued down. Alright, so right there. Alright. And make sure it's flush against the sides. So a 90-degree angle. Alright. And then now the next one is going to go 1.4 centimeters. That just seems like that's too far, I think. I think that is. We're going to just try and scoot this down just a little bit closer to the bottom. It's really hard to... Okay, that looks better. Next one is 1.4, so I'm going to come from here. Is that 1.4 from the bottom? Yes, 1.4 from the bottom. And I'm going to put the glue right onto this piece so that I don't have to cover like the entirety of my piece with glue, kind of like I did with the last one. So, and I'm going to try and measure 1.4 the best that I can. I think that looks good. It's a little bit more than 1.4. I'm just going to try and slide it down just a hair. Push hard. And then I'm just going to turn it this way so I can make sure it looks like it is 90 degrees. It does indeed. Make sure from this side it looks right. All right. So we have that now. And now we are going to glue this piece on. So I'm going to put the glue on to these pieces here. And I'm going to place this down so that I can try and and get this to be 2 millimeters from the bottom. I think that looks good. Might need to go a little bit that way, just a hair, like that. And I squeeze together, push like that. I can't tell if it's like there. All right, we got that piece, those pieces all together nicely. Next step is to place the top on. And I think the overhang goes towards the front. So I am just going to put glue right on here, like so. Glue right on here, like so. Decide which side is the front. So which side looks nicer. I kind of like that side more, so I'm going to make that the front. And I'm going to pop this bad boy on here, like so. And I'm going to make sure that it's flush against the back. The overhang is the same on both sides. So that's kind of the same all the way around, like that. All right. Now, this piece goes on the back like so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, is it going to go all the way from top to bottom? Looks like it. Okay. I'm going to put glue on this piece because I want it to go where I would like it to hopefully be touching. It's a sticker, but I can't sticker this one on because the metallic part has to be seen through the front. So let's hopefully get this lined up perfectly. Push down and just flip it over so that I can make sure it looks nice and lined up everywhere in the back. Make sure it's pushed against it nicely. And it looks good. There we go. Again, it's all metallic-y in there. All right. Next step is to glue on our door handles. And as you can see the excess like little glue strings in there. If it'll refocus on there. Come on. Come on. Well, it's there. Eventually, like I said, I will try and go back in and clear that up. But for now, until my handles are a little bit more stable, I just am going to leave it. I am going to go through and I'm just going to try and get glue on where that wood area is for this back part. And we are going to just glue that sucker on. Just like so. There's one door. I wonder if I should have glued that the opposite way. Bottom then top. It actually kind of looks like the top one is slightly ajar, but I'm not going to attempt to figure out how they did that. I'm just going to glue it all the way up against it. There we go. We've got another little tiny cabinet done. And it looks beautiful. All right, I think I'm going to continue on because this hasn't been very long. I'm going to go through and now find all the pieces I need for this next part, which is building this bad boy. We're going to build this guy. So we'll get to this step in this part, and then we'll go through in the next part and build all of the little things that go on it. So I'm going to find all my pieces, and then we'll come back to building and putting together. All right, so I have gotten all of my pieces together. I've cut out the backings for these pieces. I've gotten my handles prepared. So this is the first step for this piece, and then I have the rest of the steps up over here to the side. We'll pull those in when it's time. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to glue these bad boys onto these. I'm going to do as I have in the past, put some glue along these edges. And you know what? Here I am using my tacky glue for this part, and I don't normally use my tacky glue for this part. Because for this stuff, the white glue dries quick enough. So I'm gonna swap over to my white glue. Apparently I just broke off the top. I'll just chop off this. I didn't want this little piece on it anyways. It's kind of annoying me, so just got rid of that piece. All right. No. Oh. You can see I am using my nozzle to spread my glue around so that I have a nice thin coating along the entirety of it. I've got a dog that keeps jumping up on me, trying to get my attention. I think he's ready for his DINNER. So once I get these glued on, and the handles, while I get these glued on and let them dry for a few minutes, I'm gonna go feed them and take them outside because he is just desperately jumping on me. All right, next one. Eee. Okay. All right, I'm gonna let those dry for a few minutes so I can cut off the excess around the edges, and then we'll be back to continue on the building. All right, so we are going to just cut off the excess that's hanging over the edges now. right, so I'm going to glue them onto here. And it wants me to put the handles on first. However, I can't apply as much pressure then. So I'm going to glue all my pieces on first. And then I will glue on my handles. So it's going to go on like this. So we'll get started. Start with our little ones. I'm going to go back to my stickier glue. And then again, because this has got paper, I don't want to get it where the wood isn't as much as I can, so that it doesn't look wrinkly. Alright, so goes in. Unfortunately, it doesn't show me how far in, but it looks like we go in about right there. So if I go right about there, I think that should be good. Oh, that's upside down. Try this again. All right, got our first one on. And now on to our second one. A gap there. All right. I think that looks mighty fine. Push down. See, if I had the handle on there, I couldn't push down nice and hard like that. So, all right. We'll go ahead and plop this bad boy on, and this, I don't have to be as careful. I can just put the glue right there in the center. And we'll pop her right up there. And just like that. Alright, and then I don't think this really has a right way or a wrong way. Put you there, there. That looks good to me. All right, and then again, I'm going to try and get it as close to my edges as possible. Line it up there nicely. Beautiful. Ooh, it's a little bit stuck to my finger. I have some glue on my fingers. I'm gonna just try and wipe onto the edge of this one. All right. Leave a little bit of a space. All right. And we're going to just use this to clean up some of that excess glue there All right. So I could have probably centered it a little bit better. You can see there's more of an edge on this side than this side. Unfortunately, my glue is already a little too stuck. I can move that in just a hair, I suppose. But yeah, I think it looks good. So I throw it on. That is the front of our next section. So now I'm going to glue on those handles. All right. All right. Handle 1 is on. Handle 2. Ooh. Handle 3. Oh, let go. Let go of the tweezers. The third handle is on. And come on. Let go of the tweezers. It's like one little hair of glue is holding onto it. One downside to the sticky glue is you get all these little hairs of glue. You can't see that. That it just clings to it. And hi, handsome. Why are you walking in here like you're in trouble? All right, we are going to set this baby aside. Oh, it's kind of fallen over. And let it dry. I'm going to let this dry together before I put the sides on it, and I'm going to start building the piece that's going to go on top of that. Just to give it, like I said, a little bit more time to dry. So we're going to take these pieces and start, that way we can get this to dry a little bit before we stick it on top of that. So I'm going to go 2.3, 2.3, 2.3. All right, we need our ruler again. So I'm going to line this up. I'm going to put it this way actually so I can see it a little bit better. And get my glue ready. All right. 2.3 centimeters. Can that be right? Right? Do I have... think that. How long is B60? I think I've got the wrong piece here. Hang on a second. B67. 5.5. That's right. Yeah, but 246. That's not right. That's 246. That's not enough. B67. That is not enough space for this. It says to have it 2.3 centimeters in between each one. 2.3. That's just not enough space. I'm going to do 2. So this is telling me to put 2.3. So there should be 2.3 and then 2.3 and then 2.3. But if it's 5.5 centimeters, 2.3 and 2.3 is 4.6 plus 2.3 is 6.8. And this is only 5.5. So I think their math went a little wrong somewhere. So I'm going to do 2 centimeters. And there will be a little less space in the bottom one because that's just the other way is just not gonna work. All right, put this way so I can make sure. Oh, excuse me. That everything is 90 degrees. And then I'm going to put this on and hopefully line it up correctly. Alright, I'm going to set it on there. And I'm going to get down to this level. I think that actually looks pretty good, pretty even. All right. Score. Okay. Next thing is this. So which side do I want to be the front? And which side do I want to be the back? Look about the same. So I'm going to just put some glue on the top of here. And I will make the overhang towards me. I'm going to lay this down so I can make sure it's all nice and even. Make sure this is all still squared up. Hairbrush. All right. Set that aside. Let that dry. And then I'm going to take this piece back and we're going to glue our sides on. So our sides get glued to the back of this. I maybe should have put these on before I put the handles on, but it's fine. It's fine. Put a nice little line of glue on there. the place I'm getting food from is so close to my house that I get a notification that my order has been picked up and that my Dasher is arriving all at once. It's crazy. It's like, your order has been picked up. Your order is arriving. Like, it's not arriving. It still has like 4 minutes, but thank you. Thank you for being prompt, DoorDash. All right, we got that piece on, and then do our other side. Make sure that's all. I know you can't really see what I'm doing right now, and I apologize for that, but I have to hold it up because I can't lay anything down flat right now. Because then I'll ruin my handles. All right, we've got our edge pieces on now. It looks beautiful. Now we're going to glue on the top. So I'm going to put some glue along the top edges of this. And pop this bad boy down. Its overhang is even on both of the sides, and it looks good. Turn it around so I can see how the front looks. Front looks good. Back looks good. We're going to set this puppy off to the side and let her dry. Actually, we're not, because we're going to glue this on now. Just like that. So I'm going to angle this upwards just a hair so you can kind of see where I'm working at now. Not that far up. This is seriously so precariously balanced here. Okay. So I'm just, oh, thank God. My handles are all okay. My handles are all okay. I'm just going to place some glue onto these parts. There we go. Line it up. How far? Just a little bit in. So that kind of lines up with the bottom. Line it up with the back. There. I'll turn around so you guys can see the pretty side. So there we go. We got that bad boy up there. I think this is angled down slightly, and I'm hoping it's not dry all the way yet so that I can adjust that.